My name is Manish. I represent GE Digital for India and South Asia. Today, I was just planning to touch upon the technologies, the new technologies in the distribution utilities, what we can bring in. Multiple technologies are there where we are doing a lot of experimentation in India itself. In our labs itself, very specific to India, because what we feel that the technologies in the digital area, what we are implementing outside world, especially in US or Europe, may have got different maturity level. But as far as India is concerned, the utilities are at different maturity level. You rightly said, Vermaji rightly said about that as far as transmission sector is concerned, the maturity level at transmission sector is fairly high. But our experience in working with distribution utility is far different than the transmission utilities over there. Yeah. Yeah. Complexities over there. Yeah. So just since the discussion started from the smart meter, one of the complexities what we are finding in the distribution utilities are definitely the definition of the smart meter and the utility of the smart meter. Just to remove the AT&C losses or reduce the AT&C losses of the different utilities, I'm not talking about the Tata Powers or the private utilities who have done this privatization. They embarked upon the privatization journey two decades back itself. But our experience in working with Indian utilities as far as distribution utilities are concerned is in terms of their problem areas. They have got a very specific problem areas which they need to address. The biggest problem area is the volume part of it. The population part of it, a particular distribution is handling in terms of rurals and in urban sector. Second part is, second thing is definitely the reach out and their commercial viability. So rightly said that the distribution sector have got challenges in terms of revenue, in terms of money availability to invest into the modernization of the grid. The distribution grid, what we're talking about, is the specific challenge which India is facing. Though some of the countries have already developed, branded us as a developed country, but with EDF, I would definitely say that India is still in developing phase as far as bottom of the pyramid is concerned. Still, we have a lot of people over there who are below the poverty lines, and that is where the investments are required in order to improve the infrastructure. So, right coming from the technology, sir, we did one of very peculiar project or very innovative project in a state called Himachal Pradesh. In fact, this was mentioned in the Ministry of Power annual report also, wherein the smart meter was integrated with our advanced distribution management system. The DMS part of it, distribution management system part of it. Our observation is that smart meter is being used to improve the revenue of particular utilities, especially if you pay upfront for the money and you churn out the revenue out of that. But at the same time, there are a lot of data which is being generated at the smart meter, which can be, and that can be monetized. I'm not talking about the monetized because monetization is still is disputable or maybe a kind of a controversial subject in data monetization in India. But utilities can analyze that data and definitely bring out a lot of meanings out of that. So we have got that technology available with us, wherein we can integrate the meter data to the distribution management system or advanced distribution management system, doing the consumer indexing part of it, profiling the particular consumer, be it an industrial consumer or maybe an individual consumer over there, and getting a meaningful information out of that. So that is one of the area where we are working. We are working quite intensively with the distribution, and we are one of the forefront front runners in this area. Second aspect I would like to touch upon is the revenue improvement part of the utilities. All these utilities are looking for new revenue streams because government has got a limitation. They can support the utilities at a limited level. So first, they are enhancing their efficiency by reducing the AT&C losses. Second is, I'm sure they should look for a different kind of revenue generation model also. No, I'm not talking about that thing, sir. What I'm talking about is that new area of revenue generation through utilities. No, so I'm not saying to develop the new infrastructure for them. What we are coming out of the innovation that one of the towers.
Something like that your distribution pole should be used for taking some other, say, communication line on that and all. They have safety hazards. That's illegal, and there is no business opportunity.
No, so we are not talking about that, sir. So what we are talking about is the monetization of the different towers which they have kept to use for the transmission of, to use it as a transmission tower for telecom sector. So that is the innovation what we are taking.
The same thing you are telling to me. We are talking on the same frequency. You are for it and I am against it.
Okay. Okay. So sir, you are talking about the fiber laying of fiber cable. I am not saying about that. Oh, okay.
But where it is 8 meters pole, I mean not good even for the other kind of activity. Most of the poles are of 8 meter poles earlier it used to be. Now 10 meters pole we are using, even in the distribution. So older poles are of no use in many cases. How to do it for the, say, communication?
So this I am talking about the transmission towers, sir.
Experimentation for the sake of experimentation is okay. But experimentation to make it more pragmatic, practical utility to the society.
So that is one part of it. The second part is definitely the profile of the users, end users, what we are talking about in terms of the data digitization, and that is where we can improve upon the revenue part of it. Yeah. Yeah. So that is where we are working, sir, and I will end my discussion on that front itself. So my sincere request to the forum is that it is not only the meter part of it, but we need to look into the efficiency part of the substation also, because wherever we are going and we are observing that we have to improve the AT&C part of it. The distribution sector is having a huge challenges in the investment as far as automation of the substation is concerned. So that is also we are feeling a little bit you can constrain as far as flow of data from the meter to the utilities are concerned. So that path is very, very important. Third thing, definitely I would like to highlight upon the communication. When we are talking about the smart meter and the experimentation what we did in Himachal Pradesh, communication was a huge challenge for us. And the GPS part, even the hilly terrain over there, somewhere GPRS communication we are able to do that. But where we need to define certain kind of standardization as far as data communication is concerned from meter to the control center. So many technologies are available. People are talking about the 5G also. But in terms of the standards of the meter, we need to see that how do we do the standardization.
Yeah, but let me share one experience. I have worked with the best of the company working in India. I am still not in a position to come to a conclusion that RF is better or GPS is better, or say PLS is better, or power line communication is better. I have seen the combination of the three also done by a Japanese company and all. That's also does not give the right or say the ultimate result. So this is something where more research is required. I'm not saying what you are telling is right or wrong, but what I'm saying there more research is required. Still the communication of data from the consumer to the head-end system where you can analyze it better. In a given environment like India, it's not a very well planned city everywhere. You have different kind of terrain. You have a different status of the power line connections. Somewhere jointry is not good. Somewhere it is dilapidated condition of the conductors and things like that. A more robust research results are required to come to a conclusion that this communication system is good.
Okay, so in terms of the experience sharing, I'm not sure what is the experience in France itself as far as communication is concerned, which one is better over there. But in India, still we are trying to find out the solution of that problem. So that's the problem which I would like to highlight over there. There was a success, I think, as far as GPRS communication is concerned, there was a successful experimentation which has been done. But our experience is that it is not uniformly everywhere available for us. That's
in fact, we have to look into the 2G solutions for the end customer who are on the feature phones and bandwidth.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the time.